Hi everyone, happy Thursday. I hope you are all having a fantastic week. The weather here has been a little bit precarious the last couple of days. We went from really nice warm weather to cold weather, and now today it's been super windy. So I haven't really had a chance to get outside too much today, but I wanted to welcome you to day 2 of my StrongBoard Move of the Day Fitness Challenge. For those of you that are just tuning in, wondering what the heck I'm talking about, jump back on my page a couple of videos. I did a squat demonstration earlier on in the week, and last Thursday I explained kind of all of what's going on right now. But just a quick recap: I am a StrongBoard Balance ambassador. I am based in Massachusetts, and behind me you will see my StrongBoard. And over the next 30 to 60 days, I'm going to be sharing with you progressions of exercises that you can do on the board. So tonight's exercise is going to be the lunge, and how these videos are going to go every single time, it's going to be the same format. I'm going to show you how to do the move on the floor, proper form, kind of go through verbally how you should be executing each move before I move it onto the board. I don't want to jump right on the board, show you guys a move and have you doing it incorrectly from the get-go. So I'll show you on the floor and then I'll jump up on the board. So tonight's going to be pretty quick. For those of you that know me, you know, I like to do all kinds of different exercises, but what I'm finding with the StrongBoard is that it's right back to foundation for me. And a move that I can do very simply on the floor is not so easy to do on the StrongBoard. So let's just jump right into this. Okay, I'm going to back up over here to where my StrongBoard is, go through, talk you through a standard lunge, and then I'm going to jump right onto the StrongBoard and show you how to do it there, okay? So I'm going to get my StrongBoard out of the way first. When you're doing a lunge, again, you guys will notice I do not have on any shoes this evening. As I mentioned in my video earlier on in the week, it's so that I can fully connect with the board. Anybody that is purchasing a board, I strongly suggest that you also do this barefoot with yoga socks on or a very low profile sneaker. I actually jumped on it yesterday with a pair of thick-soled shoes just to kind of feel the difference, and there is a significant difference in how the board feels to the user with those thick-soled shoes on. So a standard lunge, again, similar to a squat, is a very important foundation move. It's one of those moves that you can really modify. You can use all sorts of different resistance to increase the difficulty of this move, but it is one of those moves that is very appropriate for almost anybody at any fitness level. So I'm going to show you the standard forward lunge because that's what we're going to be doing on the board tonight. So when you're going to get into a lunge position, the best way to do this is you want to stand up nice and tall. You want to bring that chest up, those shoulders back. You want to really engage your core because as you step forward, you want to keep that nice straight line. I'm going to show you the correct form. I'm also going to show you a few demonstrations of incorrect form just so you can see the difference, okay? So when you go into a lunge, I'm going to go through this very slowly for you. You're going to pick up your foot, whatever foot is going forward, you're going to pick it up. You're going to step forward. Now, as you see, I've kind of rolled onto the ball of my foot here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to sink your entire body towards the floor, all in one fluid movement, and you're going to come down, bending both of those knees into a nice L shape, okay? So that in a little bit faster, okay? So when you come down, when you're on the floor, you want to be careful that that knee doesn't drift too far forward over your toe. You want to stay nice and straight in line with your toe, knees going straight forward towards the wall or whatever's in front of you. You don't want that knee kind of going back and forth, okay? And then you just do the move on the other foot. Step forward, sink the body down, keeping that back nice and straight as you come down, okay? What you don't want to do, or what we don't want to see, is something like this, okay? If you look, my whole torso is leaning forward, bringing my knee over my toe, I'm sorry, and this back leg is extended in a straight line. This is not proper lunge form, okay? So that is going to be taking the focus off of the primary muscles that you want to be working, throwing them onto muscles that aren't supposed to be activated in a lunge, okay? So again, one more time for full demonstration on what a lunge looks like on the floor, then I'll move it onto the board. Step forward, sink that body down nice and low, stand right back up, bring your body back. Same thing on the other leg, sink down, up, and back. Okay, so it's a pretty standard, pretty simple move to execute. Then you add in your StrongBoard, and it changes the game entirely. I will tell you, I did these for the first time yesterday. I just wanted to try it out so that I didn't completely mess this up for all of you. and it's very, very, very challenging, and I love it. So I hope you guys can still see me in your frame. When you're doing it on the board, because you're on an incline, or your front foot is going to be elevated, that back leg isn't going to come into an L quite as much as it does when you're doing these on the floor. That doesn't mean you want that leg to wind up in a straight line, but you do not want to be leaning forward, okay? So again, slow motion first. This might be a little bit trickier than I anticipate, but step up onto the board and sink down into that lunge. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to go too low to get that back leg into the L. You really want to focus on that front leg being at a nice 90-degree angle and then pushing back off. So if you notice, that back leg is a little bit straighter than it is when you're on the floor, but this is the proper form that you want to be in, okay? So you're going to come back up, down, and as you can see, if you guys can see this, my whole lower body is shaking again to try and keep me stable on the board. And holding it in this position, this adds a little extra level of difficulty to it, so I'm really enjoying that. All right, step forward, lunge into it, back up, on, down, and up. So that is your lunge on the StrongBoard. Similar to when you do it on the floor, you can do them. There's many different variations that I will be sharing over the next month or so, because each of these moves I will be progressing to the next level. So thank you guys for tuning in. That was your StrongBoard move of the day, your standard lunge. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back on tomorrow with another move for you, and again also on Saturday. So please make sure to continue to tune in. For those of you that are local, I've got the board. If you want to try it out, just give me a holler, and I am more than happy to share my newfound fitness product, favorite fitness product. I'm sorry, I'm jumbled today. So have a great night. If you haven't yet, make sure you get out there and sweat. And like I always say, find your smile, and I will talk to you all soon. Hey, Mike. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.